Chainlink pumping hard. I've been talking about this chart I made in the red. Chainlink fails and usually will come back down and hit the blue. I made that last video here on this green bar here. It touched $7.33, and I had sold. And I don't do a lot of trading. I just basically tell people to accumulate, and the next Bitcoin halving cycle will come. And that's, if you want to sell, that's when you should do it, because that's just the way to play a 4-year cycle in crypto. And then boom, I'll drop it all the way back down here to 652, and see it did come back down to the blue. And I was talking about it never goes to the pink unless it comes out of the dark blue, the light blue. It pumps to the red, and then it fails, and it comes back down to the dark blue, and then it goes up to the pink or higher to the yellow. Let's put a little circle around that guy. Boom, there's that. I'm expecting a pullback here. Where'd that fail at? $7.64. So it's pretty close. That's about the right spot. I wanted to make it when it's pumping up here. I wanted to make this video, but it takes me time to make videos, right? So I'm actually in a short right now, just for total transparency. I shorted it like $7.27 yesterday, right here. And I'm expecting it to fail somewhere in red and come down to the dark blue. Now, I could be totally wrong about that, but there it is. I'm expecting a pullback. If it pulls back, I'm looking for it to come down to, let's get my brush back up. I'm looking for it to come down to this blue area, right? This is basically where it would come down and bounce somewhere in here. The blue level, and then come back up to the red. And if it's going to pump, that's probably when it will come up to the pink. So now this is just based on recent history. Okay, so let's measure from here, and let's measure this pump so far. That's a 39% pump. That's pretty big, you know. To put another 20 or 30% on top of that, you're starting to talk about, is it going to pump 100%? And that's kind of a strange pump at this time in the Bitcoin psychology chart. We're kind of like right in through here. So cryptocurrency really shouldn't be pumping. But if Bitcoin were to do one of these numbers, if Bitcoin pumps up to like 20,000, Chainlink might go with it. Let's reset this chart. There it is. This is a small version. I'll get this video out as quick as possible. So let's just go here. It's range bound, right? The blue and the light blue are support. The yellow and the pink are resistance. You can see how it comes out of the light blue and it fails at the red every time. Only times it goes up to the yellow, or this is when the support comes out of the dark blue. Now this could totally change, but this is just what I'm watching, and I'd be surprised if Chainlink pumps anymore from the $7.55 level we're at now. It could hang out in the red for a couple of days, but if I had to guess, man, if you said you guess right now, I'd say it's probably coming back down to the blue section here in time. But let's look at the Bitcoin price. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin is pumped. That might explain the little strength, how that Chainlink, the wick popped out of the top of that red band. That could be because, that could be because of this right here. This is Bitcoin. Look at that. What time is it? 7:26. This is the new daily candle. It's just about an hour old or so. And there it is. Boom. See that? Bitcoin pumped. I think that's what took Chainlink with it in the past 20, 30 minutes as I make this video. If Bitcoin were to pump up to the top of this channel area to 20,000, I think for Chainlink to go up and test that pink and the yellow or yellow area, Bitcoin probably has to come up and test 19, 20,000. This isn't like the technical analysis you'll see, you know, the same old on YouTube, the Fibonacci and all that, and that probably all coincide. What's the word? Oh, I just moved the yellow line. I didn't mean to use. Get back there. Confluence. There's probably a lot of confluence with a lot of that, particularly probably Fibonacci levels. But there it is. You can see what's going on. You can see my trade. Let's see my trade for total transparency. So I'm not that great of a trader. I'm more of a long-term guy. I'm $12 underwater. See that right there? $12 underwater. Because that's how I roll, folks, right? I'm expecting it to come down, though. I might put a little more money into my short position right here, right now. But that's just me. I could be totally wrong. And that's why I don't give day trading advice, because you know, I'm got, you know, me putting a couple $100 into a trade, and someone out there could be have millions of dollars and say, "Oh, well, this guy on YouTube told me to do this." So don't listen to people on YouTube. But just looking at that right there, I'm thinking test the blue, and then we'll see what happens from there. The main thing is we're going into the bear market, the crypto winter. So, you know, Chainlink coming up past $9-10 seems a little ridiculous to me. But, you know, nothing's impossible. We'll see how it goes. I just want to fire this up. I'm expecting a pullback from the red level. You know, a 40% pump on top of it. And unless Bitcoin pumps, I'm pretty sure it's coming back down to the blue. And like I was saying in previous videos, in this blue box from $6.60 down, this is a really nice buy box. Whether you know, if you want to hold for the next couple of years and play the 4-year cycle, that's a nice buy box anywhere in there. And even if you're just short term, it's probably bouncing. If you can see, this has been going on since May, second week of May 2022, and you know, we're just about ready to come into December, so it's range bound. And so this is a fun place to trade if you want to try to do that. But you know, just use money that you can afford to throw out your car window, because that might be what happens. And that's what keeps you safe and happy, and keeps food in the cupboard. So, you know, I like doing my own thing. If you can't tell, I like when I see things and my gut says I like this, that's when I do it. So that's what keeps me safe. And what else I got to yammer on about? Let's have a look at for those of you who haven't seen, this is the Walmart Wall Street. Little difference there in customers. Psychology of a market cycle. We're basically in here, right? Panic. We're probably about to bottom out at the anger level pretty quick in Bitcoin. I'm talking about Bitcoin, you know, and the rest of the crypto market pretty much follows Bitcoin at this point in history. I can't see any crypto really pumping. I mean, a major, probably right in through here, folks, right in through here. And just dollar cost averaging and buying until the next hype cycle, right? We come back over here on the left side of the chart, just left the right side of the chart. Now we're back here, and this is the next 4-year cycle. Boom, right? Up here, Chainlink could be $100 or more, right? $100 or more. That's the easy trade I want to tell people about. If you bought Bitcoin or Chainlink right now at $4, $5, $6, $7, whatever it's going to be the next 10 months, and it comes up here to $100, you're going to be a happy camper. Bitcoin halving clock, 481 days, 1 hour, 4 minutes. The other day, this was at March 24th. Now it's at March 25th. It's not set in time. It's set by the amount of Bitcoin that's mined, the blocks, and it went back a day now, March 25th. So that's pretty early in the year. I do believe the one in 2020 was May. So April, this moved up 2 months, and don't be surprised if this comes up to February. It just depends on what the miners and stuff. But there it is. That's the 4-year cycle, right? This is how this works. So that's 1 year and 120 days, 3, 6, 9, 4, 1 year and 4 months, give or take. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 1 year and 2 months, 1 year and 3 months when a halving occurs. So that would put us into early to mid 2024, and the pump, I think, is probably going to start a little earlier than last time, just because of the hype and people on YouTube, and it's just getting more popular. So on this halving clock of Bitcoin, 26, let's see, March, January, February, March, April, May. I would say May, based on March 25th. I would say about May is when the next next hype cycle starts. Right? May 2024 looks pretty good at this point in time, with all things remaining the same. And if you're new to this, what do you mean? What do you mean the next hype cycle? I'm talking about this right here, right? We're like right here, where my cursor's spinning. We're right here, and we've got this amount of time about 1 year and 2 months, 1 year and 3 months before the halving cycle would be like right in through here, right where my cursor's at on the left. And then this is what happens after the halving cycles. Shaboom! That's the easiest way to play this, right? That's the easiest way to play this. You can tie your brain behind your back. Sometimes you're too smart for your own good, right? Don't be too smart for your own good. Maybe some of us just need to dumbing up and just play the 4-year cycle. Me in particular, that's basically what I'm doing. I've just set this little, this is the slap me in my face chart for Chainlink because it slapped me in my face. And there it is, folks. Okay, so in a nutshell, if Chainlinks were to pump from this level where it's at right now, I think Bitcoin would need to come up and test 20,000. And if that happens, Chainlink probably comes up and tests the yellow. But I wouldn't be surprised if it fails first and comes down to the $6.50 area, the blue level. I don't think it's coming to the light blue again in the near future, probably later. But if it comes down here to the blue, be watching for the bounce, and then that's when it bounces to the pink. And I'm talking about the last 8-9 months of history of Chainlink. You can see it right there on the graph. And then 3 times it's blasted through the pink and went to the yellow. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times it's failed at the pink. 3 times it failed in the yellow. So yeah, just keep all that information in mind. I think if it tests the yellow, Bitcoin needs to come up test 20,000. I bet if we went and correlated these 3 points to the yellow, I bet it would correlate well with a slight rise of some sort in Bitcoin. I don't want to make this video too short, too long, but that's it, man. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching.